Hello everyone to the week 5 review for our Minecraft class. I'm going to start off this week by discussing the items that we can place in the wilderness, as I finally got some of this fixed, and you should all be able to now place all of these items into the wilderness areas so that you can do a few things to help, one, navigate the areas, two, craft a few things out in the wilderness, and three, build up stairs and towers and other ways to reach certain areas underground in case you just have some of this spare equipment. So first thing that you can place is the block of redstone. This is useful for, one, setting off TNT, and two, for powering the rail systems. So you can always place a block of redstone and use it to light up rails or set off a TNT blast. You can also place ladders, and you can place signs to help mark territory or give yourself directions. A crafting table now. Still no furnace. I'd like you guys to go back to your towns and use the furnaces there with everything you've collected. But a crafting table can help out on building some things while you're out and exploring. Banners. Any standing banner can be placed out there to kind of mark your territory, or just help give you a guide of where you're going to the next mine. All the different types of rail systems are available: activator rails, detector rails, powered rails, and normal rails, along with mine carts with chests, mine carts with hoppers, and just a normal mine cart that this chicken somehow found himself in. And then torches are also back. So those are the basic blocks that you can put out into the wilderness and use to expand any of your diggings or anything else. So I hope that helps get you guys going, and I really hope to see some more rail systems being built. One, to help you guys get down into your mines, and two, just to explore a little bit farther away from your town without getting too lost, like many of you do. Alright, the next part I'll be talking about is the math world, so I'll see you over there shortly. So this last week in Minecraft, we opened up the math world, and many of you came and did the quest 1. And many of you did a great job and did everything great, and everybody got the right answers from what I could tell, and I think it was a great success. Now, some people did have some problems though. One of the big problems was a lot of people just did the first example, and they didn't fill out any book or any answers for the other 4 shapes. So please remember, you do have to do all the shapes as the instructions will tell you. The other problem I saw was that some people did 1 book per shape. So I have a few times I've had like about 5 books just for this first quest. So I wanted to show you some examples of really great answers. The first one, this one was great. This is exactly what I like to see. Has each shape, the width, the length, the area of that shape, and nice little spacing between each answer, and second page has the rest of them. So that's great. That's what I wanted to see. All right. Another example is 1 page per answer. This is totally fine and great, and as long as the math is right, I'm perfectly happy to give this a passing grade. So that's all you really have to do. I'm just asking for the shape, the length, the width, and the area. Alright, I did have 1 student turn in shape, length, and width, but no area. So make sure you read the instructions, and if you look at them on just about every quest, I gave you an example of the answer. So right here I said I want the answers in the following, just like this: shape, length, width, area. Alright, and here's another example of exactly what I'm looking for. So please be sure to read each quest and answer exactly as I've asked, using the examples as a guide. Alright, I look forward to more of you guys trying this out and giving the reward money out, because I know some people even finished the second quest, so they're going to be getting 75 gold this week. It's a lot of gold for what probably will take some of you just 10 to 15 minutes to just do the first 2, maybe 20, depends on how fast your typing skills are. Alright, now we're going to go look over at some of everybody's plots, or everybody's towns, and we're going to, I've picked out 2 of the best houses for each one. I'm going to talk about them and why I think they're the best houses for that group, and give examples of what I'm really looking for and why it's so important for a house to look a certain way. Alright, I'll see you there. Alright, so the first tribe is Tribe A, and they've really been growing and getting bigger and expanding quite a bit over the last week. And so I wanted to show off the two best houses in their group. And the first one is going to be from 144278. And I really like this house because, one, it kept a theme. Every outside wall is the same kind of material. And yet on the inside, he chose to make his floor a different color. It's still wood, but it's just a nice different, change of pace, and looks really nice. And I like that he also is separating his house out into some separate areas. It's not just one big room. He's got this kind of area, and then he's got his bedroom with some crafting material. And he's also working to get glass put in to every room and keeping it really nice and clean looking, so it's really just going to look great. It's going to let natural light in, and he's got a few torches for when it does get really, really dark. So this is probably the best house in Tribe A right now. And I wanted to show you also Bob the Snowman's house. He's got the single room thing going on. He's got a little bit of a mix of material between cobblestone roof and some different types of wood, but he's got windows, he's got his bed, he's got some lighting, he's got his crafting material, and he's also starting to use carpet, which is really cool. I'm really hoping some of the people use some carpet to add some color, add some kind of nice living quality to the house. I'm really looking forward for a house that we would want to live in the real world. Does it have everything we'd want in our own house? So think about that when you're designing your house and everything that you're putting into it. Alright, so it's not the same that the other ones aren't great, but these are definitely the two that are the furthest along and really looking the best, I think, so far for Tribe A. Alright, so let's go over to Tribe B. Alright, and Tribe B, the best house so far they've got, I believe, is Mega Dogs. And she's doing, she's kind of keeping a theme. She's obviously run out of material. This can be a problem if there's not enough trees of a certain type in your area. But she's got light, she's got crafting stuff, she's got potted plants, which is always a nice touch for a house, and she's got glass windows, which is great. And she's even got a little bit of a sunroof, so that's cool. This is just looking really great. She probably just got to get rid of this one patch of dirt, but that's nothing major. Alright. And we come on over to Leo's house. And Leo's got a nice little wooden pressure plate to help keep the door closed. And he's got one big room. He's got a wood floor that's different from the wooden walls. And he's even got, he used slabs instead of just wooden blocks for the roof. So you can see it looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit, nicer, cleaner. Not just your typical wooden block house roof. And he's also added some flowers, so nice decoration. I think what he needs to add next is going to be some windows, and maybe separate out his bedroom from like a main area. But otherwise, it's looking really great. And I also wanted to point out that they are working on their vanity building, which is actually going to be a floating garden up here with all the sunlight and everything. I really love that. That's a really cool idea. And I hope some other people might think of doing that same kind of thing, building up. Minecraft, a lot of people like to build just flat around the ground, but I think it's really important to remember that you can also always go up and build all the way up into the sky. Alright, so let's go look at Tribe C. And Tribe C, we want to look at this house. This is Dog Rules. And he's definitely got wood flooring. He's got a different material for his roof. He's been adding some glowstone pillars to light up his room. He's added some picture frames and some items to show off some cool stuff he's got. That's really awesome. And he's got kind of a little garden going here. Remember, this isn't the best idea to put a garden in your building, because if you wanted to actually go to sleep and have the day change, it would not let you, because this is considered dirt for the outside world. So usually better to put these kinds of things outside, or maybe even move it to a rooftop garden on top of his house. That'd be a really good idea, and it would let him still, go to sleep anytime he wants to go to sleep. And he's even starting to build a little bit of a railroad. This is cool. I love railroads. Railroads are fun. So definitely coming along really well for their group, and I'm hoping they can get a little bit further on. Definitely the other members are working, going vertical with his house, and the other member is building a little bit underground. Having a little, underground building, underground house. So that's cool. Hopefully you can kind of clean it up and make it a little bit more homey looking. Alright, let's go look at Tribe D. Tribe D is huge again, but they've been doing a lot of work. I mean, this was almost, none of this was here last week. So this is really great to see just how much they've been building up. The first one to talk about would be Lemon Towns. He's got an armor rack to show off some cool armor he's got. He's got all of his crafting material, some storage, and he's even got an enchantment table, which is pretty cool stuff. He's just got a ton of things. He's even separating out his chest into what he's got and helping him store it. And then back here, he has some more chests buried underground, making not as obvious, and a bunch of furnaces to help him craft things. Now, the next thing he needs is, well, a roof, because I think he's going to get really wet when it rains. Alright. Then we have the mayor of the town, Baron von Sugarbug. And he's been building this. It's been really big. He spent a lot of time getting this built up. And he's got different rooms. He's got 3 separate rooms on the ground floor. And he's working on a second floor. He's going to be adding a balcony and some other cool little rooms once he gets going. But this took him quite a while. But I know he's pretty proud of it. And it's a pretty good job so far. So hopefully this next week he's really going to make it look great. Another room to talk about was NCC Jedi, who's building into the mountain, which is pretty cool. He's doing it really compact. Obviously the main problem he's going to have is he needs to kind of put down some flooring, but he did build kind of some pathways around and create his own little house and area with some lighting, and even added a switch for a redstone lamp. So that's really cool. I like this little tiny kind of mini house that he's working on so far, and hopefully he'll expand and get it cleaned up and add some flooring to it, and that would be awesome. Alright, and then last but not least, we're going to go look at Tribe E. Alright. Now, Tribe E, probably one of the other better, super tiny, but really awesome looking houses is TNT Miner 36's. He's got a banner, which is always cool to see. Customize your house, make it feel like it's your own. He's got wooden flooring. He's got his furnace and crafting table. He's got lighting. He's got glass walls, and he's even got an entrance into his mine area down deep below. So this is a great little tiny house, perfect for people that want to just get something ready to go right now and then expand on it later. And we've also got a big garden going on. So hopefully they'll get that kind of sorted out and grow some different plants and make it look really nice. We've got this house, which I think isn't claimed yet. I don't think anybody has this house yet. Nope, it's just part of their build. So somebody's working on it, but they haven't bought the plot yet. We've got Checkwing over here. He's still working on it. And then the second best, or second best right now is for sure. It needs some help because, as you can see, it's got different material kind of scattered about, but it does have, again, a nice little entrance into the mine for himself. He's got lighting. He's got windows. You can watch the moon kind of go down or come up. This looks really nice. So great job. And again, wooden pressure plates to keep the doors closed or shut them in your face, as that was. Alright, so that is a quick overview of everybody's plots. I know a lot of people did a lot of work this last week, and a lot of these towns have been getting bigger and bigger. So I'm hoping to see more work on the vanity plots, clean them up, and hopefully that guy is going to go away so they're not in trouble when they come back this week. Vanity plots, and then you get started on the production buildings. Build up your production building there. It's farm, or it's a garden that grows food you can sell back, or an ironworks to make tools. Anything's good. Just like to see some people get focused on that after they get finished up on the vanity building. Alright, I look forward to seeing you guys all this week for Minecraft class.